Alright, what's going on, guys? So TwitchCon was this past weekend. You guys probably saw some clips or some streams or whatever. There's always some interesting content to come out of the TwitchCon weekend, whatever it may be. I think last year we were watching the Amaranth meetup, and if you missed those clips, that was definitely some strange individuals pulling up to that, pretty much as you could imagine. This year, we're going to be reacting to another meetup clip. This is another one of these hot tub streamer, ASMR streamers doing a meetup. Basically, this guy pulls up and he's all excited because he thinks he's been talking to her in DMs privately, and so he's pulling up thinking that she's going to know exactly who he is. It's going to be like a big deal or whatever. But then he quickly finds out that he's been catfished and he never actually spoke to her. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let you just watch the video. I will say the audio quality isn't great, but I think you should still be able to understand kind of what's going on. So with that being said, let's play the clip.
How are you doing? Can I give you a hug? It's so nice to finally meet you. My name is Ken Stein. Ring your bell. Okay, good. You know, we've had some conversations here over Twitter, and you know when I get a little paranoid that maybe it's not the real you. But I think this is the real you, right? That's you. This is
Hold on, let's click on the account. No, that is not. No!
Well, I didn't say anything horribly. I did give a lot of my personal information. But thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, so,
I honestly thought it was
I'm gonna be honest here, with all due respect, I did not even know that people this old even knew what Twitch was, let alone that they're actually tuning in to these hot tub streams, let alone so connected that they're actually pulling up to fucking TwitchCon. I did not realize that this demographic knew this much about Twitch. Aside from that, I actually do kind of feel bad for them. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's still hilarious. I think it's funny, but it's messed up. You know, both things can be true. I mean, listen, I know this guy is literally like 70 years old, so I guess he can kind of get a bit of a pass on getting catfished online. But I mean, clearly he knows enough about technology to load up a Twitch stream and tune into some ass. So I don't know how much of a pass you really get because you're not that out of touch. But I think for anyone else who's under the age of, let's say like 40, around that is probably the cutoff, there's really no excuse to be getting catfished online in the year 2023, man. Like, it's so extremely easy to verify someone's identity these days that, like, I just don't understand how this happens, right? It seems in this situation that he got catfished on Twitter. Come on, bro. Like, you could just click on the profile and see that it's not actually her. Like, that's literally what she did in the video, right? It takes 2 seconds to verify an identity on Twitter, man. Like, that's like the easiest thing. I was gonna kind of give you a pass, but this might be the weakest catfish of all time and you still fell for it, even if you are old, man. Like, I don't know, this wasn't like grandma falling for one of those fake gift card IRS scams on the phone or something like that. It's at least, you know, kind of elaborate. You got catfished by like some 12-year-old troll on Twitter who was bored, you know what I mean? Not some elaborate scheme going on here. That being said, I think it could have been way worse for the guy, you know what I mean? As of right now, it's just kind of embarrassing, but, you know, he said he didn't give out any personal information or anything like that, so that's very good. I mean, if you sent money through a Cash App in DMs or something like that, that is just absurd. At a certain point, you got to take some sort of responsibility for what you're doing, man. You know, you got to be a little bit smarter than that. But I mean, the whole premise behind this interaction is kind of crazy, right? Like, so this guy, he's been talking to like some troll on Twitter, thinking he's talking to this Twitch cam girl. What they're talking about, I don't know. You know, Grandpa might have been getting wild in them DMs because apparently the DMs were going so well that he decided to pull up to TwitchCon and meet her in person. I mean, we gotta use some common sense at some point, man. Like, what was being said in those DMs, I don't know, but like, he pulled up thinking like, oh, I'm gonna surprise her. Like, she's gonna be so happy to see me. Maybe the troll convinced him to pull up, told him like, yeah, come meet me at TwitchCon. Like, that would be even more terrible. terrible, I'm not gonna lie. But he shows up to TwitchCon, he's like waiting in her line. He's finally at the front of the line. He pulls up like, yo, what's up, girl? It's me from your DMs. Yeah, like, you know what's good, right? And she's like, huh? Who the fuck are you? Like, what the hell is going on? You know what I mean? Like, that's just terrible, man. Like, that's why I kind of feel bad for the guy. He was definitely crushed. I mean, the face he made when she broke the news to him was kind of crazy. Like, that was some shit out of a cartoon. But at the same time, man, you're not getting off that easy, okay? We gotta be smarter than that, okay? I don't care if you're 70 years old or not. You still taking a little bit of responsibility on this one, man. Honestly, I think it might be like a combination of his age and, you know, not being the best with technology and just some general horniness, okay? That's a dangerous combo. I do imagine that it's gotta be kind of wild for these old people to see what goes on social media these days with these hoes, right? Like, it's just so easy to be a hoe these days. They're all doing it because it's just like turn 18, start the OnlyFans, easy as that. Every tweet I go to on Twitter, half the replies is just some OnlyFans girl trying to like promote saying some dumb shit, right? It's just such a easy and I guess popular career path, if you want to call it that. And I know it's gotta be like insane for like these old ass dudes to see that, because right, I'm only a little bit old, right? Nothing compared to grandpa over here, right? So I see some of the stuff these days on social media and it is kind of like mind-blowing to me. I feel like the younger people are a little bit desensitized to it because this shit was not normal like 15 years ago, you know, not until like Instagram really started blowing up, right? Like back in the day when I was in school, you had to put in some work to get some of the pics that these bitches just posted on social media for the world to see. Like, let me give you an example, right? Sometimes I see these posts from time to time on Twitter. A girl will post like a picture on Twitter of like her ass or whatever shit, right? And she'll put a caption, POV, you're my boyfriend. These are the type of pics I'd be sending you all the time. And then she posted it on Twitter, right? And then all the replies are like, well, why the fuck would I waste my effort, you know, making you my girl when you posting your ass on the timeline for free for everyone to see? You know what I mean? So it's like that. So I can only imagine if you're like 70 years old, you didn't even have like a phone or a camera, right? Like if you wanted to see some ass, you had to really pull up and see it in person. You know what I mean? You had to get on the horse and gallop on over to her house and shit. So ass being so widely available these days really got to be very shocking to all these grandpas out there. Like, I understand it must be overwhelming, but we got to try to use some common sense, man. Did you really think you were putting in some work in her DMs, bro? Like, really? How do we tell them? That's pretty much it, man. I just thought this was kind of a funny little interaction. The guy seemed to take it well at the very least. You know what I mean? I think he at least learned a very valuable lesson here. So that's a positive. But man, this is just a terrible situation, you know? So listen, bottom line, there is no excuse to be getting catfished in the year 2023, man. If there is ever a doubt in your mind that something ain't adding up, all you gotta do is get a FaceTime. And if for any reason she won't do it, then you know there's something wrong, right? Like, it's really that easy. Now, in like 5 years, when this AI stuff gets to the next level and shit is just absurd and you don't even know what's real and what's not real, they might figure out a way to get you, even with a live video, okay? They might be able to get you soon with that. But for now, you should be good. Anyways, that's pretty much it for the video. We got about, what, like 2 weeks until COD comes out. I've been trying to take a little break from COD because I know once it comes out, I'm going to be putting in a lot of work on that. So I've been trying to chill a little bit. UFC comes out this week, so I'm going to probably just chill and play that until Modern Warfare 3 comes out. And then I can start the grind. I'm still pretty optimistic for this year, man. We'll see. They've made some good progress even since the end of the beta. Exclusive A said that they asked him for help with the spawns. And that's actually like amazing. I can't believe they even went to like a YouTuber and asked him about his opinion on like a spawn system. You know, that's crazy. If you would like my opinion, I will be happy to help you. I know all the developers, like, you hate me, like, that's cool. We could put that to the side. I would be very happy to help you for free. As much time as you need, I would be happy to help fix the game. That's all I want. I want a better game so I can play it and have fun. that's literally it. So I'm just putting it out there that I would be happy to help if you need anyone else's opinion on anything. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're not already, follow me on Twitter, links in the description down below. Check out my last video if you missed it. It was my final review of the beta, so if you're still thinking about whether or not you want to get this game, I would definitely recommend watching that video. It is very detailed. It will give you pretty much all the information you need. So check that video out. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Have a good day and peace out.